Auto insurance isn't optional in the United States. In almost every state, drivers are legally required to carry at least minimum coverage. But here's what most people don't realize. Millions of Americans are overpaying for auto insurance every single year, often without even knowing it. The real challenge isn't finding insurance. It's finding cheap auto insurance that still protects you financially when it actually matters. In this guide, you'll learn how cheap auto insurance really works, which companies offer the lowest rates, how to compare policies the right way, and expert-proven strategies to lower your premium legally and safely. Let's start with the basics. What is cheap auto insurance? Cheap auto insurance doesn't mean bad coverage or unreliable companies. Real affordable insurance means lower monthly or yearly premiums, coverage that meets legal requirements, reasonable deductibles, financially stable insurers, reliable claims service. True affordability is about balance, price protection, and reliability. Why auto insurance prices vary so much? Insurance pricing in the U.S. is highly personalized. Two drivers living on the same street can pay completely different rates. Here's why. Driving history is one of the biggest factors. Drivers with clean records pay less. Accidents, tickets, or DUIs increase premiums quickly. Age also matters. Drivers under 25 usually pay the highest rates. Prices typically drop after age 30. Location affects cost too. Urban areas cost more because of traffic, theft risk, and accident frequency. Vehicle type plays a role. Luxury cars, sports cars, and newer vehicles cost more to insure than older sedans. And in most states, credit score also impacts rates. Higher credit scores often mean lower premiums. Types of coverage you should know. Before choosing a policy, you need to understand the main coverage types. Liability insurance is required in most states. It pays for injuries or property damage you cause to others. Collision coverage pays for damage to your own car after an accident. Comprehensive coverage protects against theft, vandalism, fire, hail, or natural disasters. Uninsured motorist coverage protects you if the other driver doesn't have enough insurance. Here's an important rule. Cheap insurance can become very expensive if your coverage limits are too low. Best cheap auto insurance companies in the USA. Some insurers consistently offer lower premiums while maintaining strong financial stability and customer satisfaction. Geico is often considered the best overall for cheap rates, especially for drivers with clean records. State Farm is great for families and long-term customers who want local agent support. Progressive is strong for drivers with past claims or imperfect histories. USAA offers some of the lowest rates in the country, but only for military members, veterans, and eligible families. Nationwide stands out for long-term savings programs and loyalty rewards. Minimum coverage versus full coverage. Minimum coverage is the cheapest option. It meets legal requirements, but it also carries higher financial risk after accidents. Full coverage costs more each month but provides much stronger protection and is often required if your car is financed. A simple guideline. If your car is worth less than about $4,000, minimum coverage might make financial sense. How experts get cheaper insurance. Here are proven strategies professionals use to lower premiums. Increase your deductible. Raising it from $500 to $1,000 can cut premiums by up to 25%. Bundle policies. Combining auto insurance with renters or homeowners insurance can save 10 to 25%. Improve your credit score. Better credit often equals lower insurance rates. Drive less. Low-mileage drivers usually qualify for discounts. Take defensive driving courses. Many insurers reward certified training with lower premiums. Cheap insurance for different drivers. Young drivers should stay on family policies and use good student discounts. Seniors can save through low-mileage programs and refresher driving courses. High-risk drivers may find better rates through companies that specialize in non-standard policies. Low-income drivers may benefit from minimum coverage plans or pay-per-mile programs. Usage-based insurance, the new way to save. Technology is changing insurance pricing. Some companies now track mileage and driving habits through apps or devices. Safe drivers and low-mileage drivers can save up to 30% annually using these programs. Mistakes that make cheap insurance expensive. Choosing minimum coverage without understanding the risk. Ignoring uninsured motorist protection. Failing to compare quotes every year. Not updating your policy after life changes. Cheap insurance should never leave you financially exposed. Final verdict. The best cheap auto insurance depends on your driving history, vehicle value, state requirements, and personal risk tolerance. For many drivers, Geico or State Farm offer the best balance of price and reliability. For military families, USAA remains one of the strongest options available. Before renewing your policy, compare at least 3 quotes. 10 minutes today could save you hundreds of dollars this year, without sacrificing protection. Smart drivers don't just buy insurance. They shop it. Disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute insurance, legal, or financial advice. Coverage, pricing, and eligibility vary by state and individual circumstances. Always consult a licensed insurance professional before purchasing a policy.